That's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who has arrived with the senior officers of the Indian Army, the Navy and the Air Force, of course, as a Defence Minister to lay the wreath. These are all, remember, part of the protocol, but it's also symbolism and a messaging that we stand with the military and we stand with the soldiers. But of course, it will be as much about political will, not just diplomacy, because we have seen what trying to put a handshake or a friendship with Pakistan can result in. Consistently tried it in 1999 and before and after as well, only to realize that Pakistan is known for betrayal with its military, with its leadership, and does not understand an olive branch. And therefore, India here on has become from defensive to an assertive leadership and a government as well. And as a nation, to ensure that we are always fully prepared if at all our soldiers decide to go ahead and march into the battle. Gaurav, as we look at these visuals, while this is all a part of protocol, but do you think that this will have to be a combination this time? That Pakistan has often taken our kindness for weakness.
You're absolutely right. The Defence Minister is at the Rashtriya Samar Smarak. This is a tri-services memorial where every soldier who's made the supreme sacrifice of his life for India since independence, every name is etched at the Rashtriya Samar Smarak. And it's extremely important. The buglers right now.
So this Amar Jawan Jyoti, or as Gaurav also mentioned rightly, the Rashtriya Samar Samarak, or the National War Memorial as well. And that also is a reminder as an eternal, immortal soldier frame. Or as you can see, tri-services of the senior officers of the Army, Air Force and the Navy. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is in Delhi, while Prime Minister Narendra Modi is about to alight in Ladakh in Kargil, where he will of course be heading for the wreath laying, the fly past, and then a visit to the Hut of Remembrance. I want to bring in Gaurav Sawant in just a short while, but just take and soak this moment in for a while. We're remembering here this morning 545 men in uniform, some of them literally on their first deployment to Kargil. They never returned from battle. It's they who we remember today. I remember them as an immortal soldier, and as Gaurav continues to be with us, Gaurav, whether it was a 24, 25-year-old young lieutenant, captain, or of course a senior officer on the ground in Kargil, what do you think this moment should mean for India? We have sadly many such moments that have happened over the years. How do you think Kargil 1999 should be remembered for all Indians and generations to come?
Kargil is a very important chapter in India's history. A limited conflict, but a limited conflict under a nuclear umbrella. So every time Pakistan or those who toe Pakistan's line, even in India, when they gave us this line that, you cannot respond to Pakistan's terror because Pakistan is a nuclear weapon state. Kargil was the first example that even when both India and Pakistan had tested nuclear weapons, okay, the buglers now here are saying...
has taken place, the senior officers, a greeting there from the Defence Minister. to the chief of the forces, to the senior officers there. Remember, it will have to be a united effort of a political will, a strong political will. And then, of course, the soldiers that are always ready and deployed at the border.